recorded through the kids riding on top of the train. If they do not come down, the train will be taken out of service.
The fuck off the train, dude! What the fuck you doing, man? Shit.
He said on top of the train.
Subway surfing. Why do people do it? Let's talk about it. Top of the afternoon, what it do? In this video, I want to cover subway surfing here in New York. For like the past 2 years, I've seen teenagers subway surf here in New York. And I mean, I'm seeing this shit in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens. I mostly see it in Queens and Brooklyn because of the amount of elevated stations they have in those boroughs. Especially Queens on the 7 line and on the 8 line. But the question is, why do they do it? Before we dive into that, let's talk about the origins of subway surfing. Is it a new thing? People actually started doing this back in the 80s here in New York. Hell, coming up in the early 90s, I used to see teenagers climbing the back of buses. Hell, when I was like 6 years old, I was looking out my window and I seen a bunch of teenagers climb the back of the bus. Hell, 2 of them got on top. So we now know this isn't a new thing. But the question is, why do they do it? Are they doing it because they're thrill seeking? If you were to go on their pages on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube and ask one of them why they do it, they'll tell you it's for thrills. But I believe it's for clout and clicks. Like, think about it. Subway surfing has been around since the 80s. People have been doing it for that long. But how come you never heard of people doing that in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, or even the 2010s? In fact, the last case I heard of somebody being unalive because of subway surfing was back in 03 when a teenager attempted to do it to impress his friends. He attempted to climb on the back of the train, I believe, and he hit his head in the beam. He fell backwards on the tracks and he passed away. I could talk to some of these young people. I'll tell you this. Besides losing your limbs and losing your life, how about the possibility of you being in a wheelchair for the rest of your life? Only able to use your head. You can't use any part of your body but your head. You want to live the rest of your life like that? That's what you're risking besides being unalive or losing limbs. That's another thing you're risking. You're risking your livelihood doing this shit. And what are you doing it for? You're doing it to impress your friends. And I know y'all gonna watch this video, y'all gonna be like, who the hell is this lame telling me how to live my life? I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just telling you the potential risk of what you're doing. If you end up a quadriplegic, guess who has to take care of you? Your parents have to take care of you. Because I doubt you have money to take care of yourself at your age. So be mindful of what you do. I'm not saying not to take risk in life. I'm not saying to stay in the house all day, do nothing, and not step outside the box, but just be mindful of what you're risking. Because you could do anything for a thrill. But why the hell would you even do that? That's dumb. Radio out. Give me your thoughts down below.